Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to the news. The People's Liberation Army is continuing to flex their military muscle in the South China Sea. They will be conducting live fire training, mine hunting, helicopter operations, and rescue missions. American spy planes have carried out a record number of sorties in the South China Sea and near the Chinese coast, a total of 94 in November alone. Over 500 conscripted soldiers in Sweden were sent home due to a serious malpractice allegation of food and sleep deprivation and being forced to train with injuries and illness. These soldiers were sent home so that officials can work on these issues. It sounds just like a typical day in the infantry. Taliban said they are wanting to change their policy of education and jobs for girls and women. They want them to be able to be educated and to work. And they also want to have a positive relationship with the U.S. They need the world's money right now and compassion because their economy has collapsed, their dollar has collapsed, and they're on the verge of starvation for millions of people. They want lifting of sanctions and billions of dollars in aid for their country. France has warned Russia that it will face grave reprisals from the West if they attack Ukraine. South Africa's High Court has ruled that ex-President Zuma, released from jail with a medical parole, was wrongly released and he must return to prison immediately. He started serving his sentence in July, which caused rioting and violence where 300 people were killed and over 3,000 arrested, and major damage was done to homes and businesses. He was serving time for contempt of court for not showing up to face accusations of corruption during his 9 years as president. The supermarket chain Kroger on Tuesday said that they are eliminating emergency leave for unvaccinated employees who contract COVID-19 and requiring some to pay a monthly $50 health insurance surcharge starting in 2022. They have over 465,000 workers. World food experts are saying that the world could be facing a food crisis with food prices soaring, fertilizers costs doubling or more, add in drought and effects of COVID-19 lockdown, and continuing conflicts. The world is definitely facing food insecurity, and this itself could lead to more conflicts. Turkey is still suffering economic problems. Official numbers put the inflation for the year at 20%, but an independent group put it closer to 50%. This year, the lira has lost 42% of its value against the U.S. dollar. Lebanon is also continuing to collapse. Many are leaving because there's no jobs, no fuel for driving, and electricity is very spotty. The Lebanese pound has lost 90% of its value in 2 years, and 75% of the population has slipped into poverty. U.S. Congress voted on Tuesday to raise the federal government debt limit by $2.5 trillion, raising it to $31.4 trillion. The city of San Francisco has suspended their city cannabis tax on legal dispensaries so they could compete with the drug dealers on the street. The CDC is warning that the Omicron variant is spreading rapidly across the U.S. and massive waves of infections could start in January. The lavish Christmas parties are canceled at the White House due to this Omicron spreading. There was 43 cases as of Saturday, and it has increased to 153 cases as of Monday. And finally, the Cathedral of the Rockies. This is the First Methodist Church in Boise, Idaho. Removed a stained glass piece that was erected in 1960. It featured President Washington, President Lincoln, and Robert E. Lee. It was replaced with the country's first black Methodist bishop wearing an LGBTQ scarf. Thanks for watching the news.